Imagine a courtroom unlike any other. The defendant is not alive to defend himself, he is dead, he is rotting. This is the macabre story of the Cadaver Synod. In 897 AD, Pope Stephen VI held a trial. The defendant, his predecessor, Pope Formosus. Formosus had died months earlier. Stephen had his corpse dug up. He put it on display for the court. This event shocked Christendom. It remains a dark stain on the history of the papacy. The Cadaver Synod was about more than just a dead pope. It was about power, politics, and the struggle for control of the church. It was a time of chaos and violence. The papacy was weak. Italy was divided. To understand the Cadaver Synod, we must journey back to the 9th century. The Carolingian Empire, once a beacon of unity, was crumbling. The papacy, meant to be a symbol of spiritual authority, was mired in corruption and power struggles. Popes were often pawns of powerful Roman families. Formosus was elected pope in 891. He was a man of great learning and piety, but he inherited a poisoned chalice. The papacy was deeply divided. Italy was under threat from invaders. Formosus tried to navigate these treacherous waters. He made enemies along the way. One of those enemies was a powerful Roman nobleman named Lambert of Spoleto. Lambert craved control over the papacy. He saw Formosus as an obstacle to his ambitions. Lambert found a willing ally in Stephen, a ruthless and ambitious cleric. When Formosus died in 896, Stephen saw his opportunity. Stephen became pope. He was a puppet of Lambert of Spoleto. Stephen wanted to solidify his position and crush his enemies. He decided to put Formosus on trial. The charges against Formosus were absurd. He was accused of perjury, violating canon law, and even of being a false pope. The real reason for the trial was political. Stephen wanted to discredit Formosus and legitimize his own claim to the papacy. The trial was a sham. Formosus could not defend himself. His corpse was propped up on a throne. A deacon was appointed to answer for him. Stephen shouted accusations at the rotting corpse. It was a grotesque spectacle. The outcome of the trial was a foregone conclusion. Formosus was found guilty on all charges. His papacy was declared null and void. His fingers, used in blessings, were chopped off. His body was stripped of its papal vestments. The corpse was dragged through the streets of Rome. It was dumped into the Tiber River. Stephen had achieved his goal. He had destroyed his enemy, even in death. But his victory was short-lived. Section 5. A city in uproar. The Cadaver Synod horrified the people of Rome. They saw it for what it was, a grotesque abuse of power. Riots broke out in the streets. Stephen was overthrown and imprisoned. He was later strangled to death in his cell. Formosus was reburied with honor. The Cadaver Synod was condemned by subsequent popes. But the damage was done. The event left an indelible stain on the papacy. It showed how far the church had fallen from its ideals. Section 6. The Shadow of Stephen. The Cadaver Synod had a profound impact on the papacy. It exacerbated the instability and violence that plagued the church in the 10th century. It undermined the moral authority of the papacy. The event also had political consequences. It further weakened the papacy's relationship with the Carolingian rulers. It contributed to the growing power vacuum in Italy. The Cadaver Synod was a low point in papal history. Section 7. Legacy of the Macabre. The Cadaver Synod serves as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the corrupting influence of ambition. It is a story that continues to fascinate and horrify us today. It is a story that has been told and retold over the centuries. The Cadaver Synod is a potent symbol of the excesses and abuses that can occur when power goes unchecked. It stands as a stark reminder of the human capacity for cruelty and the fragility of institutions, even those claiming divine authority. The event continues to fascinate historians and laypeople alike. Section 8. The Papacy, a legacy tarnished. The papacy would eventually recover from the damage inflicted by the Cadaver Synod, but the event left an indelible mark on the institution. It served as a cautionary tale for future popes. It highlighted the need for reform within the church. The Cadaver Synod is a stark reminder that even the most sacred institutions are not immune to the frailties and ambitions of men. It serves as a warning against the dangers of blind faith and the importance of critical thinking, even in matters of religion. Section 9. Conclusion: a lesson in hubris. The Cadaver Synod was a bizarre and macabre event. It was a product of its time, a time of chaos, violence and political intrigue, but it also holds lessons for us today. It is a reminder that power corrupts. It is a warning against the dangers of fanaticism and extremism. The Cadaver Synod remains a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity and the fragility of justice when intertwined with political maneuvering. It serves as a timeless cautionary tale about the abuse of power and the enduring struggle for control within the hallowed halls of religious institutions.